Okay, today we're going to look at transformations. And there's your title and there's your date. I'm sitting here recording a video and watching the Cowboys lose. Alright, so what's happening today? What are we learning? We're learning about the 4 transformations. So this is what you use to form your essential question. Here's your do now. Find the length of this segment and find the midpoint of this segment. We learned several ways to do that yesterday. Alright, let's remember transformations. We've seen all of these before. Translation is a slide. It simply moves. Rotation is when we turn it. A reflection is a flip. And dilation is when we change the size and make it smaller or larger. Translation, reflection, and rotation are called congruent isometric transformations. That's important, congruent isometric, because the size and shape do not change. Dilation is a non-congruent transformation because that's what we're changing is the size. We're making it smaller or larger. Alright, so here is an example of translation. We'll look at it first. And they just lost. That's fantastic. Alright, so we want to move this triangle 5 units to the right and 1 unit up. So what we need to do is move every point 5 units to the right and 1 unit up. So if I move this one 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the right and 1 up, this becomes T prime. We call it T prime when that's where we've moved it to. Then G is going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units to the right and 1 unit up. And we're going to call that G prime. B will move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units to the right and 1 unit up. And we'll call that B prime. And then we'll connect our dots. And we'll have a triangle that has not changed shape and it has not changed size. We simply slid it over 5 units and up 1 unit. Now we can write a rule for this. When we move 5 units to the right, we're actually changing our X because right means our X, and we're moving it in a positive direction because right is positive. So we're going to move X plus, and we're moving 5. Now when we move 1 unit up, that's our Y, because up is our Y, and up is positive. So we move Y plus 1. So that would be our rule for this transformation. Take whatever X is and add 5 to it. Take whatever Y is, add 1 to it, and that becomes your new point. So here, for example, we have the point -1, -1. That's our point T. So if I take -1 and add 5 to it, I get 4. And if I take -1 and add 1 to it, this would be my X's, this would be my Y's, then I get 0. So T prime should end up at 4, 0. Let's see if it did. 1, 2, 3, 4, 0. Ended up right where we wanted it to. And we could do the same thing for the others. Here's another one. For this one, we want to name our rule. So we started at K. Here's K prime. So we want to know, what did we do to get from K to K prime? Well, we went down 1, right? Down 1, and then we went to the right 1, 2. And all of them should be the same. We went down 1 and to the right 1, 2. We went down 1 and to the right 1, 2. So now we need to come up with a rule. Down is our Y's and it's a minus. Going down is negative and it's down 1. To the right is our X's and the right is positive, so we moved to the positive 2. So our rule becomes X plus 2, Y minus 1.